They don't call it glorious Goodwood for nothing. This is one of the most prestigious automotive events in the world.
Ένα από τα πιο όμορφα ραντεβού των φίλων των μηχανοκίνητων σπορ είναι αυτό που παρακολουθούμε στις οθόνες μας.
This really is as authentic as racing.
Βρισκόμαστε στο 82ο πια ετήσιο ραντεβού των φίλων του αυτοκινήτου. Αυτοκίνητα μικρά, μεγαλύτερα, βαρέων βαρών, για κάθε γούστο θα παρελάσουν μπροστά από τις οθόνες μας στην διάρκεια του μαγκαζίνου.
Well, of course, it's only open to Goodwood Road Racing Club members, and so it's a chance after the winter for drivers and fans to come together, meet each other after a long winter, get to see some fantastic racing and, of course, some fantastic machinery.
Μιλάμε για συλλογή αυτοκινήτων, μηχανών.
And the weather is beautiful. It's going to be a great weekend. This is what we've got coming your way.
What a special day. Amazing feeling. I'm going to enjoy every moment.
Αυτοκίνητα της Φόρμουλα 1.
Hey, Elliot, I wasn't going this fast.
Και φυσικά οι κορυφαίοι οδηγοί στις θέσεις τους. Έτοιμοι να προσφέρουν ένα μοναδικό θέαμα στον κόσμο που έσπευσε στην πίστα για να τους παρακολουθήσει.
We certainly have an action-packed show for you. Right, we're in for a real treat at Goodwood members meeting this weekend as the 21st of April 2025 marks the 40th anniversary of a historic landmark event in motorsport history. David, if I gave you a few clues and said the words Estoril and Portuguese Grand Prix, do you think you could guess what it is?
I think so. Are we talking about a particular Brazilian F1 driver?
We are indeed, because this year marks the 40th anniversary that Ayrton Senna cemented his place as one of the all-time greats as he took that historic maiden Grand Prix victory on board the Lotus 97T. It gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Ayrton Senna, Formula One is pretty special.
Φυσικά ένα από τα ονόματα που έχουν γράψει με χρυσά γράμματα στο πέρασμα του χρόνου είναι αυτό του Ayrton Senna. Ένα όνομα που πάντοτε στους αγώνες αναφέρεται με ιδιαίτερη νοσταλγία. Ο Άιρτον Σένα γεννήθηκε στις 21 Μαρτίου του 1960. Ήταν Βραζιλιάνος οδηγός, αναδείχθηκε 3 φορές παγκόσμιος πρωταθλητής και μέχρι σήμερα θεωρείται ένας από τους πλέον ταλαντούχους οδηγούς όλων των εποχών. Chris Dinaj Ένας εκ των ανθρώπων που γνώρισαν πολύ καλά τον Σένα, μιλάει για αυτόν, ασφαλώς έχει να θυμάται μόνο καλά πράγματα. Από το πείσμα και από τον ζήλο που έδειχνε ο Βραζιλιάνος κατά τη διάρκεια της προετοιμασίας του των αγώνων.
A dry start on the 21st, which soon turned cloudy and very wet in the afternoon. And when he started doing laps which were 1.5, 2 seconds a lap quicker than everybody else, wow, what a day. It was a bit of anxiety that with so many other good drivers, Prost, for example, going off in a race, there was always that risk. But I think at the end of the race, no one had any nails left, and then we knew.
Υπάρχουν πολύ χαρακτηριστικές στιγμές και κάποιες λεπτομέρειες από την ζωή του Άιρτον Σένα, πως ζούσε ο ίδιος τους αγώνες, αλλά και τα μέλη της ομάδας του που ήταν καθ' όλη τη διάρκεια της προετοιμασίας δίπλα του, δίπλα σε έναν απαιτητικό οδηγό που ο μοναδικός του στόχος σε κάθε αγώνα ήταν η πρωτιά.
What a special day. First win for Ayrton in this car, this actual car. Amazing feeling.
Εδώ λοιπόν βλέπουμε
I'm going to enjoy every moment.
το όχημα του Άιρτον Σένα, όπως εκτέθηκε στο συγκεκριμένο event που παρακολουθούμε.
The visual of the three colours sitting in that cockpit, yeah, that's very provocative. Sounds amazing, doesn't it sound amazing?
Από τα χρώματα μέχρι και τον ήχο που βγάζει το συγκεκριμένο αυτοκίνητο, η Φόρμουλα 1 είναι κάτι το οποίο εξητάρει τους πάντες στο τιμόνι. Ο Μπρούνο Σένα, ο αδελφός του Άιρτον, ένας επίσης σπουδαίος οδηγός, βεβαίως ζει πάντοτε στην σκιά του μεγάλου του αδελφού.
Bruno, that was amazing. Emotional.
Thank you.
Great to see.
Hey.
And thanks, thanks
We've
so
done
much.
it here, but we have to do it in Estoril, right?
Should we do that?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Come on, let's go.
The members meeting treating us to something truly unique there. And continuing with that theme, it's time for something really special. Not only is it a brand new race on the calendar for this year, but it's one of the most hotly anticipated races. It's the Win Percy Trophy.
Εδώ πραγματικά θα ζήσουμε μια παλιότερη εποχή. Αγώνες ταχύτητας μικρών αυτοκινήτων. Μάικλ Μόρις Τέιλορ προπορεύονται. Είναι οι τρεις που βλέπουμε να προηγούνται. Μόρις Λότερερ έχουν περάσει μπροστά, πολύ κοντά με τους Μίκαελ Χιλ. Πολύ ωραία προσφέραση. Τέιλορ και Πύρο δεν κατάφεραν να περάσουν τους Μόρις Λότερερ. Εδώ βλέπουμε να πηγαίνουν οι πρωτοπόροι στα pitch. Και η ώρα των Τέιλορ Πύρο για να καταφέρουν να πάρουν τις ενισχύσεις, να ανανεώσουν λάστιχα και ότι θα πρέπει να δουν η τεχνική της ομάδας τους για να επιστρέψουν στον αγώνα. Ο Μόρις Λότερερ έχουν ξαναμπεί στον αγώνα, έχουν μείνει αρκετά πίσω με τους Swift και Jordan να προηγούνται.
hard on the brake, into the chicane, right, then left.
Μίκαλ και Χιλ λοιπόν, μετά από 30 γύρους, είναι αυτοί που ολοκληρώνουν πρώτη την προσπάθεια. Μόρις Λότερερ και Ντέβιν Χαφ είναι στην δεύτερη και τρίτη θέση αντίστοιχα. Στην τέταρτη θέση έμειναν Swift και Jordan.
Well, what a finish! I mean, it was busy.
Wasn't it just? I mean, yeah, I've never raced Andre.
Εμφανώς ικανοποιημένος ο μεγάλος νικητής του αγώνα.
There's a reason why he's so successful, you know. But I mean, yeah, so happy to get the win and so happy to get it against this guy. You know, it means the world to me. And huge thank you to Kerry Michael for letting me drive his awesome RS2000 with him this weekend. Loved every moment.
After the break, we're back out on track for more racing action, and forget the Hollywood Hills. The film stars have descended on the Sussex Downs for the weekend. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the 82nd members meeting. Now, we've got something really special happening this weekend as Hollywood is coming to the English countryside.
Επιστρέφουμε λοιπόν στους αγώνες.
Elliot, it's brilliant to meet you, and what a spectacle to be a part of. Tell us a bit more about what you and your team are showcasing here.
Yeah, well, firstly, it's great to meet you, and it's an absolute privilege to be here at the 82nd members meeting. So we have some track time this afternoon, and we're going to be doing a sort of simulated scene on showing the sort of crowd out there how the F1 movie was made. And it's a really unique opportunity because when you watch the movie, you'll see the sort of view from the tracking vehicle onto the hero car. Whereas today we have a shot list in place where you'll get to see both cars out there on track at the same time and see the sort of close proximity and the precision that's involved in kind of getting the shots in the film.
I played a character of Joshua Pierce in F1 the movie, and he's a young rookie in Formula One. You know, who's really trying to find himself and prove that he's worthy of being there. And he butts heads throughout the movie with the iconic Mr. Brad Pitt, who plays the character of Sonny Hayes. And together we're trying to, you know, save a team who's at the back of the grid called Apex, get their first point.
And you've been here before at Goodwood, but for the members meeting, this is something completely new for guests to see. How do you think it's going to go down?
I hope it will be really well received.
Η αλήθεια είναι ότι η συγκεκριμένη ενότητα μπαίνει για πρώτη φορά σε αυτό το ραντεβού των φίλων του μηχανοκίνητου αθλητισμού. Είναι κάτι άκρως εντυπωσιακό. Είναι ένα γεγονός που ο κόσμος το δέχτηκε και το αγκάλιασε με πάρα πολύ ζέστη και πραγματικά έγινε αποδεκτό από την συντριπτική πλειοψηφία με ενθουσιασμό, καθώς είναι κάτι καινούριο. Η αλήθεια είναι ότι αποδομείται κατά έναν τρόπο όλος αυτός ο μύθος των σκηνών που βλέπουμε στον κινηματογράφο και που φαντάζουν εντυπωσιακές έως αδύνατο να συμβούν κάποια φορά, όμως εδώ κάποια πράγματα θα αποκαλυφθούν και στο ευρύ κοινό. Αλλάζουμε κατηγορία, πάμε στα πιο βαριά οχήματα. Η ώρα της εκκίνησης. Bradley και Bryant, δύο από τα σπουδαιότερα ονόματα, δεν έχουν καταφέρει μέχρι αυτή τη στιγμή τουλάχιστον να δείξουν έστω και μέρος των δυνατοτήτων τους, και οι δύο βλέπετε φιγουράρουν στην 7η και 8η θέση, έχουν μείνει αρκετά πίσω. Μία από τις πιο εντυπωσιακές προσπεράσεις στον αγώνα, με τη Ferrari να προσπερνάει τη Lotus. Και η καρό σημαία με τους Franklin Stripper να τερματίζουν στην πρώτη θέση. Εδώ η τελική κατάταξη των οδηγών. Την Ferrari του Stifler να τερματίζει στην πρώτη θέση.
Frank, coming in, I think even you realised that we all witnessed something quite special there.
Yeah, I mean, it's always an honor to be here anyway. Then with the Ferrari, then with my best friends Tommy, who was preparing the car with the Eddie Wiss garage in Switzerland. And I apologize so much to the car, to the team. The throttle stuck, and a couple of times
Εφανώς ικανοποιημένος παρά τα όποια προβλήματα που προέκυψαν κατά τη διάρκεια του αγώνα.
Was a bit exciting. So yeah, I mean, I'm so happy to be in the finish line, seeing the finish line anyway, and so happy that the engine survived. And I think they have to have a look on it now. It was pretty much on the edge.
Πολύ ωραίος αγώνας.
Don't go anywhere, as we've got lots more coming up.
Και συνεχίζουμε.
A team that's striving for Le Mans glory, and one of the main events of the weekend, the GT3 shootout. Now, when you think of endurance racing, there's one race that they all want to win, like Monaco in Formula One or the Isle of Man for bike racing. Le Mans, for many, is the Mecca. This year, Cadillac Racing have partnered with Team Jota as they strive for glory in the famous 24-hour race. Jota have been on the class podium 12 times in the last 13 outings at Le Mans. And this year at Goodwood members meeting, they're demoing their 2025 Challenger for the very first time. We've been getting an insight to what makes them tick.
Εκεί λοιπόν, κατά το παρελθόν, είδαμε σπουδαία πράγματα να συμβαίνουν. Σίγουρα οι μοιημένοι θυμούνται και ξέρουν πολλές ιστορίες από την συγκεκριμένη πίστα. David Clark έρχεται να μας υπενθυμίσει τις όμορφες εκείνες στιγμές του παρελθόντος με την προετοιμασία που γινόταν για τους αγώνες.
all the way through to every facet of the business. And by
ίδιο ο Σαμ Χάινετ, ένας άνθρωπος της νέας γενιάς που με την τεχνογνωσία του έρχεται να βοηθήσει στην πραγματοποίηση των συγκεκριμένων αγώνων, απαιτητικοί αγώνες.
Stuck under this glass ceiling of where to go next with the business. The only choice was to take the leap into hypercar, and luckily for us, the stars aligned.
I think we've always had that philosophy
of
and enjoying the success along the way.
Το καθένα με την δική του ξεχωριστή σημασία.
If you don't have that philosophy, I just don't think you're going to get there in life. Not just motor racing, but anything.
Αγώνες που διέπονται από μια συγκεκριμένη φιλοσοφία και αυτήν προσπαθούν να ακολουθήσουν οι διοργανωτές, η ψυχή των αγώνων.
You know, you make it special because it's Le Mans. You know, it's like you play football every week, but then you get the cup final. And you play differently. And why you can't do that every week, I don't know. But it obviously is just the pinnacle of what we do.
It'll be amazing for Jota to be at the Goodwood members meeting. We'll be running the Cadillac on track, which is going to be a real treat for the senses of all the spectators.
I think it's the first time the British public have really seen a hypercar in action. I think, you know, when it starts on electric, then fires up, and it's quite a dramatic thing. Drivers are excited about it.
If anyone ever tells you noise and sound isn't important in motor racing, I defy you to agree with them, because that is a most sensational sound.
Honestly, I'm super proud, actually, to be able to be the first one to drive a hypercar in the UK in public. I want to do my brand.
Ο Αλεξαλίν δηλώνει περήφανος ένας από τους πρώτους οδηγούς του Hypercar. Κατάφερε να ξεχωρίσει οδηγώντας της Cadillac.
It's nice to have fun at a racetrack, aside from the serious part when we're competing. But we've been looking forward to it for a while, so it's been really cool. I've actually been a part of Jota on and off since 2016, so I'm part of the furniture there now. It's special for the team, but also proud to be part of that journey.
Άπαντες δηλώνουν περήφανοι για την δουλειά τους, για την ποιότητα που έχουν την ευκαιρία να πάρουν από τους ανθρώπους που τους εμπιστεύονται στο τιμόνι των συγκεκριμένων εταιριών. Ενώ οι ίδιοι μετά από σκληρή δουλειά καταφέρνουν να ανταποκριθούν στις απαιτήσεις, στις υψηλές απαιτήσεις που έχει μια τέτοια διοργάνωση.
Wow. One of the most impressive machines we've seen ever to drive the Goodwood motor circuit, that Cadillac hypercar. And for it to make its British debut here at the track is just incredible. And we've got some fans who have been eagerly waiting to see the demonstration lap here. How was that for you? It vibrates your soul when it goes past, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Unbelievable.
Φυσικά πολύ μεγάλη σημασία έχουν και οι απόψεις των ανθρώπων που στηρίζουν απ' έξω με τον δικό τους τρόπο ως θεατές αυτές τις διοργανώσεις. Κύριος που ακούσαμε πριν από λίγο δήλωσε ενθουσιασμένος με το θέαμα που βλέπει σε αυτούς τους αγώνες.
Some of the best GT racers in the world battle it out in the golden sunshine. There's no championship at stake here at members meeting, but there are bragging rights, and sometimes that's just as important. It's time for the GT3 shootout.
GT3 has given us some of the most exciting motorsports in the world, featuring race-prepared, iconic supercars from the likes of Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, Aston Martin and
Αγώνες
Mercedes, all taking place
GT3,
in breathtaking circuits
Ferrari
such
με
as
Lamborghini,
Le Mans, Bathurst, the Nürburgring,
με κολόσσους του μηχανοκίνητου χώρου.
Members meeting is usually about cars from the 60s, 70s and 80s, but this year, celebrating 20 years of GT3, we'll have these wonderful machines here in a shootout, and they promise to be
Φέτος συμπληρώνονται 20 χρόνια στους αγώνες που αρχίσαμε να βλέπουμε στην κατηγορία της. Είναι συγκεκριμένη κατηγορία.
They basically go out for a warm-up lap, and that's the all-important hot lap before coming down for a cool lap, and that's that nail-biting time where they get to see their time and how it compares to the other drivers. Well, Andrew, I'm impressed. There's not another driver in the assembly area, and you're there checking your tyre pressures. That's a professional.
I'm just fussing, I think. I've checked them 3 times already, so it's competitive, isn't it? You just look at the entry list and the drivers doing it. Of course, everyone wants to win.
Who do you really want to beat today?
Andrew Jordan is probably going to be
Ο Άντριου Τζόρνταν λοιπόν, ένα καινούριο όνομα στον χώρο του αυτοκινήτου. Η υποδοχή είναι θερμή από τους παλιότερους.
Which is very cheeky. It's going to be tough, but we'll give it a go.
Well, I won't tell anybody, but what's your tactics?
Well, I reckon if you go around and pull some plugs off, or let some tyres down, that'd be a good start.
I'll give it a whirl.
Cheers, buddy.
This is the BMW Z4 GT3 that I raced at the Nordschleife. To be honest, it requires quite a considerable amount of engagement around here. Yeah.
It's pretty nippy.
It is. I'm just thinking now it's aero, there's a headwind, a little bit more speed now in turn 1. But it's seriously good fun to get these cars out here. We're running on wets, so it's reasonable pace. It's still, 1 minute 15 lap around here.
They're quick round here. You know, you're really hanging on to it. So it's one of those, you get to the end of the lap and because you've been tense up the whole time.
And you'll be going last, of course, today. Does that put any extra pressure on you?
Not really, no. First or last, it doesn't matter. I'll drive it as quick as I can and see where we get to.
And we won't tell anybody else, but who do you really not want to beat you?
All of them.
Καμία πίεση λοιπόν από τον David Green. Έτοιμος να καθίσει στη θέση του πιλότου και να ανταγωνιστεί με τα μεγάλα ονόματα του χώρου.
Well, Rob, you're currently first.
yeah, I mean, it helps when you're the first on track, obviously.
The smoke looks like you were trying.
Yeah, I always try. I'm not here. I'm here to have fun, and that's a good evidence.
Well, you've beat them lot over there, so that's got to be something.
That's good news, that's good news. I won't walk over there. It might be a little bit frosty.
It sounded incredible. Can you get a bit of sense of that inside the car?
Yeah, 100%. You just want to keep going up and down the gears rather than driving fast.
Well, Andrew, you didn't just beat them, you absolutely obliterated that. A second quicker than qualifying.
Yeah, it was good. I'd been sandbagging all weekend. No, I hadn't. No, to be honest, I'd really been looking at where I could go quicker. I've been looking at the data. I know it sounds taking it a bit serious, but
you have to.
When you're up against people like this, it's fun to do it, but it's even more fun to win. So of course I wanted to win.
Jordan ανταποκρίθηκε σε αυτό το πρώτο κάλεσμα. Έδειξε ότι μπορεί να ανταποκριθεί, να σταθεί στο ύψος των απαιτήσεων ενός τόσο δύσκολου αγώνα και ανάμεσα σε μεγάλα ονόματα.
Well, the crowd certainly loved it. It's one of the fastest cars we've ever seen going around this track.
Περιμένουμε να το δούμε και στην συνέχεια.
Thanks very much.
Well, David, fresh from your front row seat
με αυτά τα πλάνα σας αποχαιρετούμε και ανανεώνουμε το ραντεβού μας σε ένα από τα επόμενα πολύ όμορφα και συναρπαστικά μαγκαζίνο του μηχανοκίνητου αθλητισμού.
As always, it's just the sights and sounds of members meeting. You can still hear the cars in the background there, and obviously stand out. Bruno Senna in that iconic Lotus. That was so fantastic to see it and to hear it. And of course the racing and the new race, the Win Percy Trophy really delivered. You know, a big battle at the front there. Andre Lotterer nearly got it, but pipped to the post by Jake Hill. And I'm really pleased for him to get the win.
Yeah, that made for a brilliant weekend. And as the sun sets here on the 82nd Goodwood members meeting, it's given us just a flavour for what's to come this summer. The Festival of Speed's next.
Well, that's going to be a big one. Of course, all the new cars on the market will be there, but this year something special. We're celebrating 75 years of Formula One, not to be missed.
Got that to look forward to. Well, it's been brilliant to watch the racing alongside of you, and thank you for joining us at home. We'll see you next time. I'll leave you burning, burning.